Hey everybody, welcome to Dad, Daughters, and Drinks, where you'll always get at least two of the three. Today we are going to be reacting to NF Mama. So this is a little bit of a detour in the journey. The last song that we reacted to, we took a little bit of flack about the response that we had.
Not we.
You more, where there was some, kind of understanding and sympathy towards the mom with addiction. Sympathy is maybe not the right word, but maybe an understanding. But I just want to point out that these things are not mutually exclusive. Her
Oh no.
saying, I
Well,
feel a little bad for the addict doesn't mean I don't feel terribly bad for Nate.
No, and I just want to clarify, I'm probably one of the, you know, probably most scorched earth type of people ever. It is only after really seeing kind of both sides, I think professionally of that a long time. I do have sympathy now. What I don't have any sympathy for is the boyfriend beating issue. Zero. To me, on one end there's an actual disease, like a biochemical process, and the other it's you just someone above your kid, that'll get me going for a long time.
Yeah.
I hate that. Yeah.
So all of this to say, a lot of people did respond and say, maybe you want to go ahead and listen to Mama, which is from the Hope album, I think, and it's a little bit more of an understanding view from Nate's part on his mother and what happened there. I don't know specifically because I haven't heard the song yet.
But if he gets to forgiveness on the other stuff, though, that's I don't know. We'll see. That's.
Well, let's not jump ahead.
Well, I'm just saying.
I agree with you. I would be surprised.
No. Well, see, I guess then that's the big difference to me is one's a relational, one's an option. One is something that in the grips of a disease you didn't choose and you probably want to fight against, but the guy, oh no. There's a clear ranking system and it's
Well, I think some people would say that the addiction is a choice. It
was initially.
Right, yeah. No, I know.
It's so hard though.
Well, anyway, that's not the point at this point.
Okay, fine.
We're going to try and listen to the song Mama.
We're focused.
We're focused, and let's go ahead and get started.
I like the wah wah.
I'm trying to figure out if that's him doing if it's him going back and forth with a girl.
It sounds like it. What else would it be?
Well, I don't know.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Just trying to figure it out.
Yeah. You ever make it up to the gate? And if you did, I wonder, is it a beautiful place? Did he put his arms around you, make you feel like you're safe? Did he grab you by the hand and say that things are okay? I gotta know, mama. Did he show you some grace, give you a pass and tell you he would carry the weight? Do you smile more? Wonder what it's like when you pray? Is he standing in front of you so you can look at his face when you talk to him? Does he talk back? You ever have conversations about what you regret? Or did it all go away once you got there? Does each breath take you closer to God? Would you say that you cry less? Do you feel at peace yet? Do you laugh more? You feel like heaven is everything you could ask for. I ever make it up there when I see you? I hope you're smiling cause you deserve it. Pray to God that you found joy and always know that you don't gotta cry. You don't gotta cry no more. I hope you're up there looking down on us with a smile on your face. You don't gotta cry. You don't gotta cry no more. I hope you're up there with God, feeling loved and set free from your pain. I look at the situation.
So definitely a big twist on how he's thinking about her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right?
Much more. Yeah, this is the. Yeah.
What?
No, just the core of Christianity, right? That no matter, what it is that you can be, forgiven. I think that's so hard, for us because it's always that, that ultimately God of the universe actually says really no matter what you did, right?
Almost, yeah.
What do you mean almost?
Well, there's the unforgivable sin, right?
What's that?
It's blasphemy, right?
Is it? I thought would deny him. Where does it?
Yeah, I think blasphemy is considered the unforgivable sin. But I'd have to go back and double check that. It's been a while.
Qualifies as blasphemy. I mean,
I think believing in God and still denying it and like turning it
Because
down.
some people say just taking the Lord's name in vain is blasphemy. Then a lot of people are in trouble. I don't think it's that. It'd have to be like intent more, right?
Yeah, no, I think it's much
I mean,
more.
he forgave the guy next to him, like on the other cross. So it seems like
Yeah, but that guy didn't do anything to him.
he did. I thought he was a thief. Oh, he didn't to him.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, there was a thief and a murderer.
Oh, and the murderer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that
Yep.
reminds me of the Third Day song, Thief. Really good
Don't know
song. Oh, really good song. Maybe we'll have to react to that. In any case, back to this.
Situation you had might have made a mistake of leaving, but it's making me sad thinking of you. How you grew up, situation. You're up there with God,
What?
feeling love this
From the
set free
second
from
verse.
your pain. I look at the situation you had, might have made a mistake of leaving, but it's making me sad thinking of you. How you grew up trying to cope with your past, were you like me in your relationships and pushed away dad? I gotta know, mama. Did you think you were trash, something disposable that nobody could love or be glad to say they was with you? That issue is an issue.
Now, that was an interesting thing that I think maybe helps in the forgiveness realm, right? Is he said, were you like me and pushed away dad, right? Which I think maybe when we've seen the videos of him with the, earlier girlfriend when he was, on the road or, living separately and things weren't going well. And he talks about, kind of pushing her away and things didn't go well. And so I wonder if like experiencing things like when you're younger, it's like, why did dad leave or whatever, right? And he maybe blamed it on mom or something. And as he gets older and he experiences those things where he may feel like he's the cause or partial cause to the breakup of a relationship, then he can kind of maybe have a little bit more understanding. You're frowning like you don't. Like,
That wasn't what I got from that at all. I thought he was like saying like the things that happen in childhood made her. He said, "Did you feel like you were trash?" And I feel like typically it says childhood wounds that create a lot of the behaviors that go forward and like go back.
yeah, no, I think I was talking to a different verse or a different line.
That's where you like me in your relationships, making me sad thinking of you. How you grew up trying to cope with your past, where you like me in your relationships and pushed away dad. I got.
Right.
And so I don't know if that means pushed away. Does that mean pushed away his dad or?
Well, that's what I mean.
Or her dad?
Yo, how you grew up trying to cope with your past, where you like me in your relationships and pushed away dad. I got it.
I would think he's talking about his dad.
Either way, it works because it's the whole.
But if it was her pushing away her dad, it's a weird because he didn't push his mom away.
I meant like pushed away, like as in someone else had pushed him away, and so therefore she doesn't have him, so she doesn't have a dad.
Oh, okay.
Were you like me with a pushed away dad, or did she push away dad?
I have to hear that one more time.
Yo, how you grew up trying to cope with your past, where you like me in your
Were you like me in your relationships? Did you push away dad?
relationships and pushed away dad. I got.
And pushed away dad.
Yeah. Were you like me in your relationships and pushed away dad? Like he pushes people in his relationships away.
Does he?
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
We've kind of skipped some things,
Anyway, coped with your past.
but okay.
Yo, how you grew up trying to cope with your past, where you like me in your relationships and pushed away dad. I gotta know, mama. Did you think you were trash, something disposable that nobody could love or be glad to say they was with you? That issue is
Well, yeah.
Because that's the thing. It's like if you felt disposable, like trash, like nobody could love you, and you seek that fulfillment or that, you seek that in something else. Yeah.
No, it's not
I
mutually
thought that was
exclusive.
Really good.
Yeah.
And as I was.
Okay.
your past, where you like me in your relationships and pushed away dad. I gotta know, mama. Did you think you were trash, something disposable that nobody could love or be glad to say they was with you? That issue is an issue I had. That's why it hurt me when Brittany gave me those letters you sent. I barely read any of them, knowing I'd let them go to my head and get to me, especially when I feel
Is Brittany his sister?
Ooh, I don't know, but that's like rough. And he said he like didn't read them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hardcore. Okay.
any of them, knowing I'd let them go to my head and get to me, especially when I feel I related. Might not be a
It's like kind of like it's tragic, but I gotta like respect that because it's like if it's gonna
You got to respect what?
like not reading
not reading them?
even
Yeah.
though even if she's gone, if that's like and you've already like come to your peace.
Yeah.
Sometimes you should let things lie because it is gonna bring all that up again.
Right.
That's
Yeah, you don't have a
Sarah,
lot to
like,
gain, but you have like things to
potentially,
lose. Yeah.
No. But a lot of people cannot resist the Pandora's box, and so that's really impressive.
I feel like I'm probably one of those people.
What?
Like a Pandora's box non-resistor.
Oh no. Where?
When I let them go to my head and get to me, especially when I feel I related. Might not be around for my babies, but know when I say that I love you, that I mean it, okay? Cause nobody's perfect. Yeah, I guess we all fall short. And I can.
Now, he said he was concerned he wouldn't be around for his babies.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have? Is that is this a
Maybe that's
hypothetical
traveling
thing?
Well, let's see.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Does he have kids that he doesn't see when he's traveling, or I don't know.
Me, especially when I feel I related. Might not be around for my babies, but know when I say that I love you, that I mean it, okay? Cause nobody's perfect. Yeah, I guess we all fall short.
He says he might not be around for them, but they know that when he says he loves it, he means it.
Right. Which I think this might be one of those parallels where when she told him she loved him, maybe he wasn't believing it because he wasn't experiencing what he wanted to be experiencing. And now he realizes you can be the parent who may be absent or not being what the kids want. And you say you love them and you actually do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Right.
But how do kids spell love?
Time.
That was a children's pastor from a long time
Yeah.
ago. And she had a very thick Southern accent. And she would always say that at the dedications. Children spell love, Time.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter how much you love them. If you're not there, sometimes you get dinged on it.
And I can't hold this unforgiveness in my heart no more, so just perfect. Might not be around for my babies, but know when I say that I love you, that I mean it, okay? Cause nobody's perfect. Yeah, I guess we all fall short. And I can't hold this unforgiveness in my heart no more, so just know you're lovable to me. And of course, you'll always be mama to us, so save a table for four. And know that you don't gotta cry. You don't gotta cry no more.
And he said, I can't hold this unforgiveness in my heart any longer or something like that. And I know somebody that used to talk about unforgiveness and anger and basically say, like, when you get really angry at somebody and you don't let it go, you're basically drinking poison, hoping that it will hurt them, right? And all you're really hurting is yourself. Like, it's not helping anything to have that.
Gosh, I have matured, huh? I'm like, because I remember this at the time. That was in a marriage class.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be like, whatever. I mean, like, sounds good to me. Like, that's like 20 years ago.
I hope you're up there looking down on us with a smile on your face. You don't gotta cry. You don't gotta cry no more. I hope you're up there with God, feeling loved and set free from your pain. You don't gotta cry, no.
You want him?
Always.
As people have said, Ragnar is
He's an NF fan. Okay, come here. Love you.
No. Yeah, I'm grown now. Took me a while to see the bigger picture. Cause if you were here today and I was talking with you, there'd be a lot of tears of joy falling on my sweatshirt. Probably followed by some apologies and mom, I missed you. Yeah, I pray you see me down here looking up. Still got a lot of things that I need healing from, but I'll get there eventually, so don't you worry none. I just hope you finally got some peace and you feel happy, mom. I love you.
Okay. Yeah, so no, I love that. I think that's like sort of the natural evolution of a lot of forgiveness and interpersonal like relationships. I think you start out, like mad and you did XYZ and here logically is why you were so wrong at every, turn, and I will keep a record of this forever. And then you kind of like get a little older
Mm-hmm.
and a lot. And then, you just realize, I think, like, there's so many times where, you remember, or at least I do, back to when I was younger and being like, just like, about, and then you get a little older and you do stupid stuff and you realize like the thought process that you were in when that happened. And, you just begin to like really have sympathy and like a very much attitude of like, there, but for the grace of God go I, like, thank God you know, that, and you begin to like have a little bit more, you know, kind of grace for other people, and that it's, you know, the person really, and the good, remember in the life of Pi where he says, you know, what is it? Like all that is like happened. And, you know, I've told you two stories, right? And so like, sort of like, it's like what you know, kind of choose to believe. And I think some of that, like in relationships in terms of like what you like remember or focus on, you can really like kind of spin that, you know, like multiple like ways, right? Like you can choose to look at all the good and you can choose to add up like all the like wrong, but like love keeps no record of wrongs. I feel like we really grow into, oh no, I know. You know, we get. Okay, I will admit there was this one Dr. Phil episode. I don't know how many, long time ago.
How many Dr. Phil episodes have you watched?
Maybe like one or two. That's why this is memorable. And so he's talking to some lady and she comes on and it's basically like a marital thing. And she like actually has a notebook. This is like very, very like early in our marriage. Like, and she has a notebook and I'm like, oh, this is like I'm listening to this thinking this is a good idea, right? Great. Cause she's just got time, date stamped of when, what happened and what we said. And so like, this is like, why you're wrong. And I'm like, this is fantastic. Settle every argument forever. And then like he gets the end, he's like, this is terrible, right? I was like, wait, what?
Well, you'd have
So,
wasted the notebook anyway because you'd have nothing to write. You were married to me.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Oh, please.
Anymore?
I still do things you could write down.
Yes.
I mean, we all do.
The coffee grounds. What is the deal with the French press? Like, is it that much better? Why
Yeah.
not do an espresso so you can take it and then it's like contained? But the French press produces like trash. That's one
Mhm.
thing. Coffee ground. Yeah, I could go. It doesn't matter. It's what you
See,
choose what's you choose to focus on.
I had a very different like experience growing up because I screwed up so much a lot when I was younger that I was always a very forgiving person because that's what I needed to have happen to me.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
No, you were saying like when you're younger, it's easy to be like, and like
Oh,
when
yeah.
somebody screws up and it's like scorched earth, like you said. But then as you get older and you screw some things up, then you start to kind of empathize with that experience.
Mm-hmm.
But if you make mistakes when you're young, you start to come to that, you know, let's call it wisdom, maybe very early. And so then in a way, it makes everything a little bit easier emotionally because somebody screws up and you're like, yeah, been there, done that. Like, I totally get it. Now, that's not true about everything. I don't want to make it sound like, you know, people can just walk up and, you know, punch me or hurt my kids or something and I wouldn't care. No, I'm just saying in general, like, I feel like I've always looked towards purpose in people's actions, right? Because a lot of times people will, you know, do things, make mistakes, but their intentions weren't bad. They were just kind of being dumb, right? And I find that much more easy to forgive than when I think somebody's intentionally doing something bad. Does that make sense? So, anyway, that's my experience on the whole forgiveness thing, which is why we've been married so long. It's just been easy for me to forgive you all these years.
Okay.
As the one with the, you know,
The scoreboard?
I have no
Do you have a
scoreboard.
good scoreboard?
Well, in football, maybe.
Yeah.
Ooh, that reminds me. Wrexham played today. I have to
Did
check
they
the
win?
score. I don't know. I didn't check.
Oops.
All right, we'll have to check. Anyway, so clearly a very important thing we have to look up when the video's done. But in any case, so yeah, I'm glad that we took the mama detour.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it still, you know, some people had said it can be considered part of the journey. It actually was on our journey list in the Hope album area. Because, you know, he's going through his progression at the time that we're in currently in therapy session. He's not doing well, right? And I think in real life, not just in, you know, the songs that he's writing. Clearly he gets to this point where, you know, he's, you know, maybe not, you know, fully better, but he's clearly, you know, at a much better mental place. And so seeing a little bit of this, you know, positive ending gives me a lot more hope for what we're going to be experiencing over the next few albums. Because even though we did watch Hope, it's been a little while and it was the first one.
I have zero memory
Yeah, I
of
have
that.
very little memory
There's
of
some
it.
black balloons. That's what I got.
So what?
think there's some black balloons.
Yeah, there's the black balloons. There's the mansion. There's the guy with the black on his face.
God, I got
There's
black balloons and snow.
Some people had said in comments that the map that he was holding at one point was introduced in one of the earlier songs. I think there's a lot of references in that video to earlier things. The raft even, I think, shows up at some point earlier. Anyway, so we've got a long ways to go. We appreciate you being here with us. We have a colored trophy for you if you made it this. Of course, we're doing that now. I do like the
sage green.
Sage green.
But whatever this color, what is this? That's really pretty.
Aqua, I'm going to say.
It's not aqua.
It's water.
Aqua's like...
By definition.
That is not aqua.
The color aqua is not...
Aqua is like the cover of a Barbie dress. This is like a complex, sort of muted,
this is
neutral...
literally the color of water.
No. Oh my gosh. I can't. No. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
Do you want to call it like...
I think it's like I'm sure it has some beautiful name on like a Restoration Hardware paint color. I don't know. To me, it's like... It's probably not a sage, but what is this? I don't know.
We can say sage green anyway. It doesn't have to be this.
Maybe jade?
That's not jade.
But it's got impurities in it. It's like a stone.
Well, I mean, that's the color.
I don't know. I like the color. Whatever the color of the background is, that's it. That's what it is.
We can't say the color of the mama background.
I don't know. Pick it. What are you going to call it? Green? I would say it's more... Okay, fine.
You get a green trophy.
Okay.
Thanks, everybody. Hope you're having a great one. We'll see you all again on the next one. Bye.
That's not green.